Hello everyone. A very good evening to everyone present here. I am Vanna and with warm greetings, it gives me a great pleasure to extend a warm welcome of all of you on the behalf of Seals Welfare Foundation. We are conducting a webinar on Vedic mathematics. Here, we are discussing about Nikhilam Sutra in Vedic mathematics. Vedic mathematics is the name come from Vedas. It is an ancient knowledge in India and it is learned by Adi Shankaracharya. He gave his 16 years to understand it. He also wrote a book on it. He created a framework of ancient knowledge which is in India. In Vedic math is based on 16 sutras or word formulas, and Nikhilam Sutra is one of the sutras. Vedic math can be used as a shortcut to multiply numbers, divide numbers in a faster approach. It is an extraordinary technique that helps children and students to perform basic arithmetic calculation precisely. It captures the interest of a child by using different techniques and making the problem as a solution. So here is a question that what is the purpose of this webinar? This webinar is for three type of people. The first one is children around 10 to 13 years. With Vedic math is going to help build a mathematical foundation. It collects all the essential to build a children mental calculation capability. And the second one is for college going students or the someone who is aspirant in some exams because it helps make calculation easy and faster, and it also reduce time. And the third one is for someone who want to become a teacher or want a profession in math. So for the better understanding of the Vedic maths, we have invited a special guest. He has experience of 13 years in corporate sector and he has a rich experience of 7 years in soft skill, stress management and personality development training. He has worked with companies like HCL and IIT and Vision India, etc. He has already trained more than 10,000 students in different colleges like FDDI and more in NCR. He is actively involved in implementing the corporate campus to corporate training program for candidates under the UDAN project, which is under the Indian government. With warm greetings, we are welcoming our guest, Shri Shamik Chakrabarti. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Vandana ji. Thank you, Vandana, for the wonderful introduction that you have given to us, and
Thank you.
also the brief introduction that you have given in the field of Vedic maths. So, welcome everybody. Uh, on a Sunday evening, it is heartwarming to see so many of you join in to understand about Vedic maths, its importance, and how it might help your children. So Vedic maths, as Vandana has said, basically it impacts three segments. First, uh, the kids who are above 7 to 8 years of age, maybe in their fifth standard. There, if they learn Vedic maths, they are able to create the foundation based upon which they can do their calculations quite easily. There are certain aspects of mathematics that are still not been taught in our school, and it follows the European method of calculation. As Vandana said, the word Vedic maths has come from the word called Vedas. Means this knowledge was already there in India long time back. It was there about 2000, 3000 years back. And then what happened? The Britishers invaded India. Then the Mughals. Before that, the Mughals invaded India. And over a period of time, this knowledge was lost. And as the word Vedic maths comes from the word Vedas, it means that there is a scientific uh, explanation to whatever that we are doing. It is nothing like airy fairy kind of a stuff. There were 16 sutras that were written based upon which we do our calculations. Now, these sutras were very difficult to understand. For a layman, it was very difficult to understand what exactly it means. So in 1911, Shri Bharti Krishna Tirathji, he came across the scripture of Vedic maths, and it was all written in Sanskrit. And then he took 16 years to decode it because everything was written in Sanskrit. There were no examples. It was like one single line of sutra that was written. And then he was able to figure it out what exactly it means. Once he discovered it, he was able to understand the importance of the sutras. He was able to understand that this form of mathematics is actually very beneficial for kids as it promotes mental mathematics. Second thing he was able to discover was that same calculation can be done in various different ways. Same calculation can be done through various different ways, and it makes maths easy and fast. So in Vedic system, in Vedic maths, the problems, huge sums can be solved within few seconds. And you will be surprised that it is as simple as, at times we say that, eating a piece of cake. Now, in maths, what happens is that kids, they get into this phobia. Because of the long calculations, they get into this phobia. And many of the kids, they don't enjoy maths. So Vedic maths again works on this philosophy wherein we try to make maths easy, simple, and interesting for the kids. So if you all have got a copy and a pen with you, and if you can see in the screen, there are 6 questions. So I'm asking all of you, would you like to solve it? These 6 questions?
Yes.
How many of you would you like to solve it? I'm giving you 30 seconds
Yes,
to
sir.
solve these 6 questions.
Sir,
And you can, and after 30 seconds, whosoever have solved it, they can unmute and tell me the answer of all the 6 questions. But you have got only 30 seconds to solve. That the answer is right in front of you. So all this type of big questions, this is just a sample. This is only like 5% of what is there in Vedic maths. So what you are seeing right now, it is only like 5%. But this type of calculations, you can solve it in maybe 30 seconds. And at times, maybe less than that also. Sometimes 6 questions, they will solve it in 15 seconds also. Because kids, by nature, they are very smart. Their brain works at a different level. As we age, our efficiency decreases. So I have seen that kids who are 4 years, who are in their fourth standard, fifth standard, they have got this amazing ability that once they understand something, they are able to speed up their calculation very fast. So, would you like to learn some new tricks? Because I don't want to make it a lecture. Would you like to learn some tricks?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you some
Yes,
real
sir.
time example. So, like uh, Vandana said, that today we will have a small introduction to the word called Nikhilam, the Nikhilam Sutra of calculations. Right. So, I'll give you a small flavor on the Nikhilam Sutra of calculations. So, the word Nikhilam again came from a Sanskrit word. It says, means the sutra is in Sanskrit, but if I translate it in English, it says all from 9 and last from 10. That's it. All from 9 and last from 10. Many of you may not be able to understand what exactly it means. All from 9 and last from 10. This is the formula. And at times, it was getting very difficult for us also to understand what exactly it means. But once we see certain examples, we are able to figure it out what exactly it shows or it means. Okay, let's say if you want to multiply 12 into 13. Okay, so in
Yes.
school, how we do it? Like 3 into 2 is 6, then 3 into 1 is 3, then you put a cross, Then 2 into 1 is 2, and 1 into 1 is 1, and then you add it, right? 6, 3
Yes, sir.
plus 2 is 5, and 1. So what Nikhilam says is that if you have to multiply two numbers, see if these two numbers are near to a base. Now, what are base? Bases are numbers which are near to numbers like 10, 20, 30, like that to 100. And then it is like 100, 200, 300. Okay. So, same question can be done in a different way altogether. So, 12 into 13. Okay. Now, watch carefully. So, what it says, this number 12 and 13 both are near to the number 10. And it says, see how much 12 is greater than 10. So 12 is greater than 10 by plus 2. So you write plus 2. And 13 is greater than 10 by how much? 3. So write plus 3. Now multiply 3 into 2. So 3 into 2 is how much? 6. Now you cross add the numbers. 13 plus 2 or 12 plus 3 is 15. And you get your answer in one single line, 156. So if you want, we can do one more question. Let's say you want to add 14 into 11. 14 into 11. So what it says, 14 is greater than 10 by how much? Plus 4. 11 is greater than 10 by how much? Plus 1. Now 4 into 1 is how much? 4. Then 11 plus 4 is 15, and 14 plus 1 is again 15. So the answer is 154. And in one single line, you are able to solve it. So not only for numbers which are near to 10, we can go numbers which are near to 100 also. So let me show you one example of a calculation where the number is near to 100. So let's say if you want to multiply 102 into 106. So in normal traditional method, it will be step 1, step 2, step 3, and then you add all four of them. Here, we will directly write down the answer. So now both these numbers are near to the base 100. So it says, see how much the number is greater than 100. So 102 is greater than 100 by 2, and 106 is greater than 100 by 6. Now you multiply both these numbers. 6 into 2 is 12, and then 102 plus 6 is 108, and 106 plus 2 is also 108. So you just write 108, 12 as your answer. So in one single line, you are able to solve it. You all have learned mathematics, right? I believe so.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And you all know
Yes, sir.
multiplications, you have done big multiplications. So can you tell me how to multiply 9 into 8? Very simple numbers, right? 9 into 8. I know you know the answer, right? I know you know the
Yes,
answer.
sir.
9 into 8, most of you will know the answer. What is it? 9 into 8 is?
72.
But can you show
72.
me? Can anyone tell me? Not show me. Can anyone tell me? ये 72 आया कहाँ से? आपने एकदम सही बोला कि ये हमें स्कूल में कभी सिखाया नहीं गया, हम बस टेबल्स रटे हैं. We have only learned the tables, but we have never been shown how to multiply 9 into 8. Now in Nikhilam, it says that numbers can be greater, number can be small also. So 9 is less than 10 by 1, and 8 is less than 10 by 2. So 2 into 1, both are minus, minus into minus plus hota hai. So 2 into 1 is 2, and 9 minus 2 is 7, and 8 minus 1 is also 7. So the answer is 72. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Vedic maths works on the basic fundamentals of mathematics. What we want to say is that कि स्कूल में जैसे हमें टेबल्स रटाए गए थे, लेकिन बाई चांस अगर टेबल भूल गए तो दूसरा था कि रिपीटेड एडिशन, कि 9 को 8 बार ऐड करो या 8 को 9 बार ऐड करो तो 72 आता है। लेकिन ऐसा कोई मल्टीप्लिकेशन का मेथड नहीं बताया गया है ना, थ्रू विच वी कैन फाइंड द आंसर। ओके, so I have shown you an example of base 10, I have shown you an example of base 100. Same way you can do it for bigger numbers also. So let's say if you want to multiply 1006 into 1012, same Nikhilam method say you can solve this question. All you need to see is, since both these numbers are near to 1000, so this is plus 6, this is plus 12. 12 into 6 is how much? 72. So you write 72 and you just need to put a 0 before that, because since the base is 1000, there are 3 zeros, so there has to be 3 places over here. And then 1006 plus 12 is 1018 and 1012 plus 6 is 1018. So 1018,072 is the answer that you can get in less than 10 seconds in Vedic maths.
So why you have put 0?
See, the reason we put 0 because my base is 1000. So in 1000 there are 3 zeros. So there has to be 3 zeros in the first step. So since 6 into 12 is 72, so the third place is missing, so we need to put a 0 before that. So this is a method that I have told you of how to do multiplications using Nikhilam method. Again, the Nikhilam method is used to find squares. So let's say if you want to find the square of 98. So what is square of 98? That is 98 into 98, right? And then again you will take some time to calculate it, right? Probably you will take about 30 to 40 seconds to calculate the square of 98.
The Nikhilam method is only for multiplication.
Yes, and division also.
Okay, sir.
Multiplication and division.
So
So
won't
since
this method be become very long? For example, numbers like 126 into 157.
there we will use a different method.
Okay, sir.
Okay, there the method is different and the sutra is different. Okay, but through Nikhilam, let's say if you want to calculate the square of 98, which usually takes about 20 to 25 seconds to find out, right? So if you see through Nikhilam, it becomes very easy. 98 is less than 100 by how much? Minus 2. And 98 is less than 100 by minus 2. Now 2 into 2 is how much? 4. And since the base has got 2 zeros, I need to put 1 0 over here. And 98 minus 2 is how much? 96. And 98 minus 2 is 96. So the answer is 9604. Okay. Now 98 minus 2 is 96 and 98 minus 2 is 96. This cross subtraction or cross addition should always give you the correct answer. Same answer. Else it's a wrong answer. So that's a cross check.
Sir, what is the rule for putting this 0?
It depends upon the base you are taking. So let me give you one more example. Let's say you want to find the square of 94. Okay. So 94 is less than 100 by 6 and 94 is less than 100 by 6. Now 6 into 6 is 36. Now 36, it has already taken 2 places. The base is 100, two zeros. It has already taken two places, so I don't have to put a zero anywhere.
Okay, fine.
I will write 36 as it is. Now 94
Right.
minus 6 is how much? 88.
90.
And 94 minus 6 is 88. So write 88 and this is your answer. 8836. So to find the square, so there are only two steps. First, see how much the numbers are less than 100, multiply it, and then subtract. You get the answer. You don't have to do the complete multiplication. Same works for numbers greater than 100. So 106 into 106, if you want to multiply using the same method. So 6 into 6, you get 36.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. And 106 plus 6 is 112. Yes, please.
So can we take the base as 90 in the previous sum?
Yes, you can take the base as 90 in the previous sum. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. These are all base. But 110 is not the base. So if you take 90 as the base, calculation again will become a little lengthy. You can use it. I'm not denying it.
In the previous sum, as you did 106 into 106, and you just wrote down and you just write down 6 into 6 is 36. So
Correct.
if the number is 102 into 102, the square of 102. So in that case, we have to put the 0 there because
Correct.
the product of 2 and 2 is only 4, which is single digit.
Correct. So 2 into 2 is 4.
Yeah.
You need to put a 0 over here. And then 102 plus 2 is 104. So the answer
104.
is 10404.
Okay, so in this case, whenever the last digit, when they will be multiplied with each other, if the digit is two-digit number, then we have to put as it is. If it is
Correct.
a single digit, we have to put a 0.
Right. And if it is a 3-digit, then the
Yes.
100th place go into the carry. So let's say you want to multiply 21 into 22. Here the base is 20, which is double of 10, right? So 21 is greater than 20 by 1 and 22 is greater than 20 by 2. So 2 into 1 is 2. Now 22 plus 1 is 23 and 21 plus 2 is 23. Now the answer can't be 232. So what we do over here, since the base has got doubled, I need to double this number. So double of 23 is how much? 46. And I write this 2 as it is over here. So the answer is 462. The reason you are not getting the correct answer when you used the base 90 was that once you get this part of the answer, you have to multiply that number into 9 because the base is now 9 times the original base of 10. So if you are using base 20, you have to double this part. If you are using base 30, you have to triple this part. And you don't have to do anything with this part. Okay. One more example. Let's say 24 into 23. So plus 4 plus 3. 4 into 3 is 12. 2, 1 is carry. Now 24 plus 3 is 27. 23 plus 4 is 27. So now I have to double this number. Okay. So the double of 27 is 54. And I need to add the carry. That is 1. So it becomes 55. It becomes 55. And 2 as it is will come over here. So the answer is 552. So now one last thing before I will teach you, then we'll finish off with the tricks that we have learned today. So just a second. Let's say you got this answer. 24 into 23 is 552. Okay. 24 into 23 is 552. How do you know this answer is right or wrong? I have to redo all the calculations again, right? Generally यही करते हैं ना? अगर रिविजन करना है, तो पूरा कैलकुलेशन एक बार फिर से करना पड़ेगा, right? So in Vedic maths, what they teach you is also to check whether the answer is right or wrong through a method called digital sum. It is called as sum of digits or digital sum. It works in the principle of LHS should be equal to RHS. Left hand side should be equal to RHS. So now I will show you कि digital sum के through से how we can check whether this answer is right or wrong, right? Without doing the calculations. And as you practice, you can do it mentally also. अभी दिखाने के लिए I am just showing it. So digital sum, it says sum of digits. Means digits को आप sum करते जाओ जब तक वो single digit में नहीं आता है. Keep on adding the digits till the time you don't get a single digit. So my first step is what? 24. I will add both the digits. So 4 plus 2 is how much? 6. Multiplier is there. And 2 plus 3 is how much? 5. Right? So 6 is the digital sum of 24 and 5 is the digital sum for 23. अब बीच में एक multiplier है. So I need to multiply both this number. 6 into 5 is 30. Now it's not a single digit. Again, I have to add 3 plus 0 is 3. So 3 is the digital sum for both the numbers. ये समझना. 6 was the digital sum for 24. 5 was the digital sum for 23. And 3 is the digital sum for 24 into 23. Now, let me check the answer. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 2, 12. 2 plus 1 is 3. My LHS is equal to RHS. That means my answer is correct. अगर ये same नहीं है, that means the answer is wrong for sure.
So please give one more example.
Yes.
Okay, let's do one more example. है ना?
So you can do that the simplest one. 14 into 13. I tried that. It's coming same.
14 into 13 is how much?
182.
182 equal to 182. ठीक है ना? So 4 plus 1 is 5. Single digit में आ गया. बीच में multiplier. 3 plus 1 is 4. Single digit. Now दोनों को multiply कर दो. 5 into 4 is 20.
20.
2 plus 0 is 2. ठीक है ना? 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 plus 1 is 2.
2.
So match कर गया. So if it is matches, that means the answer is correct. Else the answer is not correct.
Right.
So this is now.
Very nice.
So will it work only for multiplication? No. It also works for addition also. बस ध्यान क्या रखना होगा multiplier का. इधर multiply हो रहा है, उधर add हो जाएगा. So let us do one question. In addition also. So let's say 14 plus 13. Add ही करते. So 4 plus 3 is 7 and 1 plus 1 is 2. To check whether this answer is right or wrong. So 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 5 is 9. इधर add करना है because we are doing addition. Answer क्या है? 7 plus 2. 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. That means the answer is correct. Good?
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with that, I conclude my session for today. And the more we practice it, the lesser the time it takes, the more the interest is developed in the minds of the children. And the same method and the same calculation can be done in multiple ways. The same multiplication can be done in various ways. I have not yet introduced the concept of cross multiplication method of multiplication, which is another way to solve multiplication, wherein if you don't have same bases, okay,
Sir,
if the bases are very different, then we can use cross multiplication method, wherein through cross multiplication method in one single line we can solve it. One thing you'll be very happy to know that in the last 2 years we have trained, during this pandemic time we have been able to train students in US, in Japan, in Australia, in Dubai, in Singapore. And one of the things that parents are telling us is that they all know that the Indian system of education is far better than the Western education. Kids of India, what they learn, what they do in sixth or seventh, in West, they do it in ninth or tenth, right? And they said that if this is what they can learn at a very initial stage, it enhances the capacity to solve problems by almost 20 to 30%. Your ability to solve problems, it get enhanced because you are using more of uh, what we what we say is that don't use paper a lot. If you have numbers, use your imagination, use the methods to solve it. Okay. And now we are getting huge demand for both teachers who can teach and spread this knowledge of Vedic maths. Okay. We have three offerings. One is for students who are in their fourth, fifth, sixth standard, till 10th. And then we have for college going students. And then those who want to become teachers, they can become a part of our Train the Trainer program, where you will be certified and empaneled with us as a trainer. I conclude over here. I hand it over to Vandana and Atulji for the rest of the session.
Thank you so much, sir.
My pleasure, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time